You know, I had to pull over to do this one. But the analogy of being born again is so perfect. Jesus, it was just perfect. I mean, something has to happen to you and not you doing the happening. But being born again is contrary. This analogy of being born again is contrary to everything that the sinner can do to earn his way. And this is why I believe Jesus chose this analogy, so that no man can boast. I mean, think of being born of your mother. And, you know, you made no contribution to that. Your daddy and your mama made contribution. And 9 months later, she birthed you. The mother birthed you. Your mother birthed you. And I believe Nicodemus got this. And I think it rocked his world. It shook him up. I mean, he said, how can a man be born when he is old? Can he enter his mother's womb a second time and be born? And Jesus looked back at him and said, unless a man is born of water and the Spirit, he cannot enter the kingdom of God. That which is flesh, and that which is spirit is spirit. And do not marvel that I told you that you need to be born again, or born from above. He said the wind blows where it wishes, and you hear the sound of it, but you cannot tell where it comes from or where it goes. So is everyone who is born of the Spirit. Born again, born from above, born of the Spirit. Nicodemus says, how can these things be? How can these things be? Jesus looks back at him and says, are you the teacher of Israel? And you do not know these things? The teacher of Israel. He was the pinnacle of his religious order in the world in that day. 6,000 of those guys, and Nicodemus was at the top of it. He had done everything he knew to do to earn a place and a spot in the kingdom of God. And he knew in himself that he had not done enough. He had come to the end of it. And he went to the Messiah, the one who was doing miracles. He couldn't do miracles. And he recognized him as a teacher come from God. And that's big. That is big. And he says, are you the teacher of Israel and you do not know these things? Take it with a grain of salt.